Hello friends, in this video presentation I'm going to discuss the different ways by which you can take input in Python. But before I start, I would ask you that be very careful about which particular version of Python you're using. Like in the Jupyter, you can see over here I'm using Python version 2. And at the same time in my command prompt, let me show you, I have got the Python version 3 as well. And here is my Python version 3. Okay, so I will show you the difference between these two versions. So let's come to version number 2. Well, there are two different ways by which you can take input in Python version 2. One is called raw underscore input, another one is only input. So let me display them individually. I will be taking three different type of data. One is string, the other one is character, and then I'm going for salary. Similarly, I will be taking three different type in case of input as well. So let's start with the first type, that is raw underscore input. As I hit shift enter and the execution would start, see over here I'm taking raw underscore input function, and that will take any data type. So what I do mean by any data type, suppose I'm passing my name Swaroop Kumar Shah, this is my name. As I hit the enter, this entire content will go inside this particular variable called name. Now raw underscore input function always returns string as a data type, and that's the reason why I want to verify that with the help of type within bracket the name of the variable. It will print me and show that the type is string. Okay, now we are inside the second line, second input. Enter your gender. So I'm writing my gender as M. Okay, and just be careful that I'm just providing you the input only. I'm not providing any kind of quotes over here. The quote will become issue when we go to the input function. So as I hit the enter over here, even though I've given a single character, but it is treated as a string as well, because that was written under raw underscore input is all about. And now I'm passing a salary. Suppose my salary is 21,000, and as I hit the enter, it will see it is also stating that it's of type string. So irrespective of whatever data type you are providing, over here I provided a set of characters, over here I provided only a single character, and over here I provided few digits, but all were of type string, and these are the following output that you can see. So now let's go and check it out. What about the raw input? And this is where you have to be very careful. Okay, as I hit the enter, it is now prompting me to enter the name. I just can't give only my name like what I did in this case, in the previous case. Okay, so let's go and try to do that. I'm not giving any code, I'm simply typing my name as well. And now see what happens. As I hit the enter, you come across an error. It's called invalid syntax. Why? The reason is you have to represent your name with quote. So I'm writing a single quote, my name, and now I'm closing the quote. As I do that, as I hit, it is now saying it's of type string. So there is no error. So we are providing a gender over here. Over here was the same case. I have to provide a quote, M, and then quote close. It is saying it's a string type. That's fine. And now I'm going for numeric value. So when I'm going for numeric value, I don't need to give any code. As I hit the enter, it is saying you have given integer, and there is a small issue. But before I go to the issue part, at least it has shown correctly that your data is of type integer. Now what is the issue? The issue is you are concatenating your statement with a string variable, and the output you have seen over here. See, this particular line is fine, this particular line is fine, but when it comes to the integer, this variable is of type integer and this is a particular statement, so you are trying to concatenate your string with an int object, and that is not permissible. So what you have to do is that you have to make use of a function called format, and then you have to put this as an argument, and in that case everything is going to work fine. So let's start once again. I provide a single quote and my complete name, which I am providing over here, and a single quote close. Wonderful. I'm providing my gender, single quote close. Wonderful. I'm providing my salary, which is numeric, and I'm not giving any code, and you can see now the output is coming very smoothly. Okay, so be very careful about the single quote issue when you're using Python version 2 and input function specifically. So now I move to the version Python version 3. So here it is. So just to show you one simple example, I will be using this format. Okay, input name. So I'm just copying this piece of code from here, and I will be pasting it right over here. So, oh, it's not working. So let me write it once again. So name equals to, and I'm writing the input function, first bracket open, enter your name, just like the way it is there, enter your name. And what I'm doing is that it is asking me to enter your name. Okay, that's nice. But in case of input function, just now you saw I was representing with code. Here, I won't do that. That means I will not write code. Instead, I will write name is Swaroop Kumar Shah. You can see there is no code. As I hit the enter, everything is fine. So what I can do is that I can go and print the variable name, and that's the name that's coming. And even I can go and check it out. What is the data type of this variable? Name, and it is of type string. So that means input function in Python version 3 is behaving like a raw underscore input function. That's a very big difference. So let's go for the for a character type. So gen equals to input, first bracket open, quotation start, enter your gender, quote close, bracket close, and as I hit the enter, it is asking me to enter my gender. So I'm going for the gender as M, and as I hit the enter, it is, let's go and check the type equals to gen, and it is showing me it's also as a type string. So just like a replica of what actually happened in case of raw underscore input, the same way the input function in case of Python version 3 is behaving. So if I have to go for any kind of mathematical calculation in regard to numeric value, I have to be very careful. In that case, I have to go for conversion. So suppose I want that I will go for salary, and the salary I would add value 10, and then suppose I'm taking input from the user first. So I know that it will be of type string again. So I'm just going to convert it into string, and then I'm passing it to input and the salary. So that's how I converted the input given by the user into string type, and the output is salary, suppose 21,000. Okay, as I hit the enter, it's fine. So now if I want to print the sal, and it's showing me 21,000, and if I want to go for type sal, and it is a type integer because I've already given for int, and now I can go for summation. Suppose sal equals to sal plus 1000 extra, it's fine, and now I can go for print sal. Remember, it was previously 21,000 and now it is 22,000. So that is what about Python version 3, how input function is going to behave. It's just like raw underscore input of Python version 2. Okay, so just be careful about this format of input, and I believe this particular video presentation helped you out. Still, if there is any problem, any question, put that in your comment section, and just keep watching my video, and the next video will be really very exciting. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice time.